Now, if you want your Instagram posts to look so fresh, so clean, nice, crisp, and sharp, I'm going to show you exactly how I do it in today's video. We're going to start here in Lightroom. We're going to show you how to export your images, get them over to your phone, and then I'm going to show you a little secret trick that I like to use in Instagram to make my images look just a little bit sharper. Now, before we jump completely into the video, I do want to talk about posting in Instagram here in 2026. What's hot right now is carousel posts, meaning you have posts with multiple images. These typically perform better, especially if you put a little bit of music with them. And I can show you exactly how to do that later on in today's video. But if you want to post a carousel, you need multiple images. Now, I highly recommend posting, I love to post those horizontal images because I have lots of good ones, but those vertical images do a lot better. So when you post a carousel, try to post a vertical image as your first image, and then you can post your horizontal images after that. So that's exactly what we're going to be doing in today's video. I've got 3 photos that are going to go into one carousel post. So yeah, let's go ahead and jump right on over into Lightroom. I'm going to show you exactly how I export my photos and things that I keep in mind. Then we'll jump over into Instagram and I will show you my little secret to make my images just look a little bit sharper, a little bit cleaner and crisper, so that you can ultimately drive more engagement on your posts. So here in Lightroom, I've got my 3 images. Now it is important if you do edit, some people like to edit in HDR here, which I don't think video will show HDR. So this probably made no difference on the video, but on my screen, it's definitely making a difference. If you're someone who uses HDR, it's important that you do not use HDR when you post to Instagram. Now, Instagram does have HDR support. However, it only supports HDR in posts. It doesn't support it in thumbnails. And so you don't really want to use HDR because more often than not, people are seeing your post as a thumbnail. And if it looks really bad, they're probably not going to click on it and look at it. So I would not recommend using this HDR. Now you've got your 3 images here. I'm just going to go ahead and export all 3 at once. Some people would maybe recommend doing some additional things to your image before you post, like maybe sharpening, but I'm just not going to do that because I'm going to show you a little trick in Instagram, and it just creates more steps where it doesn't really benefit your image. So I'm going to take all 3 of these images. I'm going to click on the first one, and then you can command click on the other 2 images. If you want to export them all at once, I'm going to go up here to File. I'm going to go down to Export, and then I've got a ton of options here. Now, according to Instagram, the highest resolution that you can post is 1080 pixels wide, meaning that for a vertical image, you can have this be quite taller. And for a horizontal image, you can't have it quite be as tall. So if you wanted to resize your image, you definitely could. You would go down to Resize to Fit, adjust your width and height. You're going to leave the height empty. Then you would change the width to 1080 if you wanted. Now, I've done a lot of testing, and when you upload a full-size image, it truly makes no difference. Instagram will just downsize it for you, and it looks exactly the same as if you did it yourself. So I like to do that because I don't like to crop my images beforehand here in Lightroom. You definitely could if you want, but as we know, Instagram only takes 4:5 ratio, which is going to cut off the top little bit of this image. And so I would need to crop this in Instagram before I resized it here, or else it's not going to be accurate. So for that reason, I just generally don't resize here. I usually just leave the size as full. And when I upload it to Instagram, Instagram will downsize it for me, and that's not a problem. That won't be a problem unless you have something like a panorama. I've done a few Milky Way panoramas that are 300 megapixels. Typically, those will cause Instagram to crash. But if you've just got your single shot image that's less than 100 megapixels, you should be totally fine to do it this way. So don't resize your image. That's the TLDR from me right there. So I'm just going to close that down. Now, we will want to make some adjustments here to things like file settings. So we do want JPEG, we do want 100 on the quality, and it's very important we do want sRGB as the color space. These other color spaces have a wider gamut. They can show more colors, but Instagram supports sRGB. If you do it in another one of the color profiles, or color spaces rather, it will convert it to sRGB, which unlike the resizing, that makes no difference. This will make a difference when it converts your image, and you won't get exactly what you want. So stick with sRGB here from your export, JPEG, quality 100, make sure you're not doing HDR output. We don't want HDR. And then you can go up and pick the export location. I like to export straight to my desktop. If you want to put it in a subfolder called Instagram, you can. I always delete the photos after I get them on my phone, but ultimately here I want to get them from Lightroom Classic over to my phone. So this is how I do it. This is how I do it on Apple. I'm using a Mac and going to an iPhone, so I'm going to use AirDrop. Now, if you are a Windows user, you may want to do well, obviously you have to do something different because you don't have AirDrop. So you're probably going to want to use something like Google Drive, Dropbox, one of those where you can export it from your computer, throw it in there, get on your phone, download it to your phone, and then post from there, whether you're using an iPhone or an Android or Windows phone or whatever. And once that's all good, go ahead and hit export, send those out to the desktop. So once you get them to the desktop, open that folder. I've got my Instagram folder open here that was on the desktop. And then over here, I've got AirDrop and I have my phone. So I've got my 3 images here. I'm going to click and drag all 3 right over to iPhone. This is going to AirDrop them straight to my phone. It's going to put the full quality, everything I exported as, straight onto my phone. Okay, so now that you've got the images on your phone, let me show you exactly my little trick here, how you're going to post these images. So my photos are here. I'm going to select the first image, which is going to be that vertical style image. And then I can go in and, since I mentioned we had to crop this because Instagram's ratio is 3:4, you can just center that where you want it. Now you can hit this button here to select multiple images. I'm gonna select the other 2 photos, and that is going to allow me to post a carousel. Now you can see these images are not actually in their original ratio, but we're gonna fix that in just a second. So then you'll go ahead and hit next. Then you'll hit this button in the bottom left here and you will click mixed. That is going to allow us to do a mixed carousel post, which is exactly what we want to do. Now you're going to go into each photo and edit it. This is where you're really going to make your photos look good. This is kind of my little trick here. I don't necessarily know if I would call it a secret. I guess I'd call it a secret because most people don't know about it. But what you're going to do is go ahead on each photo and hit edit. You are going to scroll over to sharpen somewhere all the way at the end. You're going to hit that sharpen button and then you're going to bring that slider up. Now you can honestly go quite a ways with this. I've got this bright light in my face right now, so it's hard for me to tell exactly how far to go, but I'm going to go quite a ways just so you can really see that effect. And then I'm going to do that on all 3 photos. That's going to help my photos to have that little bit extra sharpness that maybe you can see some photographers have and others don't when you post your images. But this is going to sharpen it for the size photo that you're posting here. If you do a sharpen on your computer, the problem you're going to run into is that it's sharpening it at this full scale, but we want to sharpen it at this small scale, which is exactly what it's doing. So some photos you'll notice this more than others. But on these ones, I'm definitely noticing that slider. Slide it back and forth just like that. I'm not going to adjust any of the other sliders, just those 3. We will go ahead and hit done. We can hit next. Then if you want to add some music, click the add music button here. Select your song. Would highly recommend doing that if you want to get the best results and the most engagement on your posts. I'm not going to add any music right now because we don't need any more music on top of this video, but definitely do that. Give that a try. Give that sharpening a try. I would definitely love to know what you guys think about it. I'm doing that on pretty much all of my posts. I think that it's helping you just get a little bit, 1% better photo to help you just stand out from the rest, helping you to improve your engagement a little bit. Again, use that mixed carousel, use that music. That's going to help you to get more engagement. But that's kind of my 2 cents on Instagram here in 2026 and possibly moving forwards. If you guys have any questions, comments, or after you try this, let me know down below in the comments what you think. Otherwise, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. I'm going to help you to improve your photography every week with these weekly videos. You're going to help me to grow my channel. It's a win-win for both of us. Thank you guys so much for watching. My name's Austin Jackson. I really appreciate you guys being here, and we'll see you guys next time. Have a good one. Bye-bye.